S.O.S. Swim or Sink is a Betty Boop cartoon from 1932. This was directed by Dave Fleischer and Seymour Knightle, with a voice cast including Anne Little, Billy Murray, William Pennell, and Gus Wicke. And this one is pretty decent. The animation for it is fabulous. The actual events are okay, but visually it is stunning. It starts off with this horrendous storm. I love how the storm is animated. It is beautiful. And everybody is jumping ship from this boat. And Betty Boop, Bimbo, and Coco are on this raft. And they're clearly scared, terrified, freezing cold. Coco and Bimbo are huddled together while Betty Boop is doing goodness knows what at the front of the raft. And as luck would have it, a ship starts to come towards them. And they get on the ship, and this is about halfway through. The pacing isn't amazing. It did take about half of the cartoon to get to this point, but they go on the ship, and it turns out it's a pirate ship. And some of the pirates are not very nice people. They don't have a problem with ogling Betty Boop, and they're very well animated, very well written, really great characters, but not necessarily the nicest. And I don't want to say too much more about the specifics that happened on the ship, because, as I said, we're already halfway through the cartoon before we even get to that point. But once they're on there, to the cartoon's credit, quite a lot happens in what is actually a really short space of time. I think they managed to make up for that slow pacing to begin with. As I said, the actual events of the cartoon are okay. Nothing too fascinating happens during that time. There's actually a scene where they're all sitting around a table with drinks and things, and I thought that was pretty interesting. That's definitely a highlight for me. But visually, it is stunning. The design of the characters is great. The stormy weather, I absolutely love. It's definitely one that's beautiful. If you like cartoons that are beautifully animated, then it's definitely one to go with. If you're looking for a fascinating narrative, it is okay. There's nothing bad about it as such, but it didn't immediately become one of my favourite Betty Boop cartoons. It doesn't have one of my favourite narratives. It's maybe not the most unique, but it's okay. It works well enough. The pacing is definitely slow, but once we got there, things definitely quickened. And I also love Coco and Bimbo in cartoons with Betty Boop. I just love seeing the three of them together, and S.O.S. is a pretty decent cartoon if you're looking for one that also includes Bimbo and Coco alongside Betty Boop. So not a personal favourite. The narrative is okay, and the animation is stunning. So all things considered, S.O.S. is pretty decent.